Gerda and the Snow Queen. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst snow-covered mountains, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Gerda. The village was surrounded by an enchanted forest, and everyone in the village was aware of the mysterious Snow Queen who ruled over it. The Snow Queen was a beautiful yet cold-hearted sorceress who was known to freeze anyone who dared to enter her realm. Gerda, however, was not like the other villagers. She was brave and inquisitive. She had always been fascinated by the stories of the Snow Queen and the magic of the enchanted forest. One snowy afternoon, while playing in the garden, Gerda heard a soft, melodic voice beckoning her. It seemed to come from the depths of the forest. Unable to resist her curiosity, she followed the voice deeper into the woods. The trees whispered secrets to her, and the snow sparkled like 1,000 diamonds under the golden sunlight. As Gerda ventured further, she stumbled upon a frozen river with a beautiful ice castle at its center. It was the Snow Queen's palace. Inside the palace, Gerda found a magnificent throne made of ice, and on it sat the Snow Queen, with her frosty crown and glistening gown. Her eyes were as cold as the glaciers, but Gerda saw a hint of loneliness in them. The Snow Queen looked at Gerda and said, "You are the first to visit me in a very long time. Why have you come here, little one?" Gerda replied, "I have always been curious about the magic of your realm and the stories about you. I am not afraid, Snow Queen." The Snow Queen was intrigued by Gerda's bravery and decided to test her. She created a frosty labyrinth within the palace and told Gerda, "If you can find your way out of this maze by morning, you may leave, but if you fail, you shall be frozen forever." Gerda accepted the challenge. With a heart full of determination and a mind full of courage, she started navigating the labyrinth. The walls of ice seemed to shift and change, trying to confuse her, but Gerda didn't give up. She thought of the warmth of her home, the love of her family, and her unwavering desire to discover the goodness within the Snow Queen. Hours passed, and the night grew darker, but Gerda continued to press forward. At the very last moment, just as the first rays of dawn began to break through the icy walls, she reached the exit. The Snow Queen, though initially disappointed, couldn't help but admire Gerda's perseverance. "You have passed my test," the Snow Queen said, her heart beginning to thaw. "You are brave, and your heart is filled with warmth. You have shown me kindness I had long forgotten." With a wave of her hand, the Snow Queen created a magical sled for Gerda to take her back to the village. The sled was drawn by snow-white horses and carried her swiftly through the forest. As they neared her home, the Snow Queen whispered, "Never forget the power of kindness and the warmth of a loving heart." Gerda reached her village, where everyone had assumed she was lost. They welcomed her back with open arms and warm embraces. She told them about her adventure with the Snow Queen and how, with love and kindness, she had thawed the icy heart of the sorceress. From that day on, Gerda became a symbol of hope and courage in the village, and she lived a happy life, never forgetting the lesson she had learned in the Snow Queen's palace. And the Snow Queen, touched by Gerda's kindness, gradually transformed from a cold-hearted sorceress into a kind and caring guardian of the enchanted forest. She embraced the warmth of love and friendship, bringing joy to the hearts of all who ventured into her realm. And so, in this snowy land, the power of kindness and love proved stronger than the coldest of hearts, reminding everyone that even the most frozen souls could thaw and find the warmth of human connection.